Hi everybody. How is everybody today? So I am coming with you tonight. I'm actually filming quite late. It's 12 o'clock midnight on Wednesday night. Well, it'd be morning now after I've done this. Anyway, I'm dead excited to show you this, and I've been so excited to show you this since I've finished it, and it's going in the post tomorrow. Basically, before I show you it, I have been on about it in my live shows, and I've brought it up a couple of times in my videos, and tonight I showed like a preview. I didn't take anything out, I just showed a little preview on my group, and everybody thought it was fantastic. So, and I loved everybody's comments, so I'm going to show you it. This is my junk journal. It's quite chunky. It's a Breatrix Potter junk journal. Everything with Beatrix Potter has gone into this book. It has taken me on and off. I would say it's taken me just over 2 weeks to make this on and off. I have really enjoyed the process. I have had inspiration. This is why I did that little mini challenge, junk journal challenge. And thank you, Fiona Jane, for telling me where to go and get ideas from and where to start, because it really did help me. And your goodies are in the post, so you should receive them soon. So yes, I did a junk journal. Now, when I was watching the videos, I was like, oh, this is easy, it won't take long. First of all, before I open this, I take my hats off to anyone who does a junk journal. Now, I've only done a little one, by little, because I wasn't sure whether Debbie would like it. This is just over 4.5 inches and 4 inches wide. It's only tiny, but it's a proper Beatrix Potter. So basically, I have made this for Debbie Vignola. She's got a challenge on at the moment, and it closes on the 10th of February. So I'm hoping my entry is going to get there on time. It'll be in the post tomorrow, so cross fingers it'll get there on time. Yeah, her challenge was to make something with a Beatrix Potter character on. Now, it could have been anything. You could have picked any character to make your creation, and your creation could have been anything as well. I'll put that video in the description for you to go and pop on over and have a look, because like I say, it runs out on the 10th, and you might still be in time if you'd like to still enter it. So let me talk you through it. Okay, so the actual base of it, this is all woodlandy, and it's all done by tissue, napkin tissue and sprays. That's how I've done it. And I've used my sprays. I basically had a piece of card that measured 4 inches by 4.5 by 4, a piece for the spine, which I can't remember how big that was, and another piece that measured 4 by 4.5. I covered the entire thing in photocopy paper, which was a tip from one of the videos that I got told to go and have a look. And then I covered the entire thing with napkin, tissue napkin, and sprayed it. And that's given me like a real woodlandy, and it's got a bit of texture to it now. I'm all for texture. So what I've tried to do in this book, I've tried to incorporate what Debbie was asking for, Debbie's style of crafting and my style. I want a little bit of me to go in this book as well. So I love butterflies. I absolutely adore butterflies. So I've made sure in this book there's some butterflies. Being a woodland, it had to be butterflies. So I couldn't find, once I did the book, I couldn't find a clasp. I didn't know how to keep it shut. So all I've done is I've tied it with some of this sari silk seam binding. I don't know whether Debbie would still want to use it. I don't know, but that's what I've tied it with. Now, just under here are these little frames. Now I had these frames given to me, and what I've done, as I put as you can see, there's a lot of fibers in this book, and there's a lot of textures because I wanted it to be based around the minute you open the book and feel each page, there's something to each page. So these little things are like little butterfly clasps. You know, the ones that they're like pins and they part. Well, I had to cut the pins because it wouldn't go through the fabric to come through the other end. So I've cut them off, and everything in this book is stuck with either silicone adhesive, Mod Podge, fabric glue, or tattered lace glue. Those are the only glues I've used to do this book in. So let's open it. Be dying to see what's inside it. Okay, like I say, I've tied it with this seam binding and it's quite chunky. Okay, so I've left the cover on the inside blank. I haven't done the back cover either because I thought I was going to do, and I thought, do you know what, Debbie might want to put like something there. She might want to make her own little pocket, so I've just left it blank because like I say, Debbie might want to put something and add something to it. Each page is, I've done something too, but not each page has got a tag. There are pockets that I haven't got anything in because I just thought Debbie'd like to do that. So I've put this, it's a graphic 45 postcard. And basically what's on the back is all my details. So my YouTube name and all that. Because I know that Debbie was asking for it. So I put it all on a little postcard. And then that text just behind here. These then, you'll see a couple of these in the book. These then are made from book pages, and Debbie's recently sent me a parcel because she entered in my challenge, and it was covered with this gorgeous tissue paper. So I covered the tissue paper on top of old pages, and that's what they came out like, and I used Mod Podge for that. Okay, so the next page, again, like I say, you'll find a lot of these images. I'm going to zoom you down because I'll have to keep hold of the book. So these words at the bottom are all Tim Holtz wording. You get 4 sheets in a pack. They're all different wording, and I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get them. Yeah, I have got them. So these are these. So this is what they are. Okay, ideology, Tim Holtz, and there's 4 pages, all different stickers, basically with all different words. They're not the same wording, so you don't get the same wording on one sheet as you do the other. It's all different words, and what I've done is I cut the wording out because I found that, like, if I show you on this one, even though the stickers, half of the word comes away with a sticker, like on that one. So I cut around the word and then sort of glued it on with my wet glue. So I'm going to turn the book this way. These are die cuts. In this pocket we have some Breatrix Potter postcards. Some I bought from Etsy. Some I've downloaded. I can't remember which is which. I think this was one of the ones I bought from Etsy. Again, these are some Tilda tags. Because it was woodland themed and flowered and all that, I thought I'd based some of these in the book. So that's the little pocket there. And then each little pocket I've got like a little butterfly stamp. So it's this stamp, just punched out. Behind that then are these. So these are printed from Pinterest, and there's 2 tags of Breatrix Potter, and I've put one of these in. Originally I was going to stick that on there, but then I thought perhaps Debbie might not want that. So as that's texture and it went with the book, I thought I'd pop that in there. So that one goes in there, and the punch for that at the back is hearts. It's not the butterfly, so they're different, but yet similar. So that's what is in there. Okay, so this one then, like I say, the book is full of texture. I die cut this image out, and it's got like little mini birds on, and then on here I've actually put it through on my sewing machine all the way around, and I added some of this seam binding, a vintage button because I love buttons, and some twine. And as you can see, I've stitched it all the way around, and that's done on my machine. Left this entirely blank for Debbie to write on if she wishes so. So that's that. And that's that little mini page there. Then what I've done, you'll see these throughout the book. And what these are, you'll see round ones and square ones. If you go into Pinterest and type in Beatrix Potter mini tags, they come up and you're able to print a whole bunch off and use them, and that's what I did. So there's different characters in the book, like you've seen Peter Rabbit on the French page was Mrs. Tewinkle, so there's different characters in the book. That's what I wanted it to be based around. So I've inked all this is all inked, but I've left it blank for Debbie to write on. So on this one I have Sahari silk again, but this time I've used like an amber, it's like an amber, no, is it amber or orange? I can't remember the exact colour that is on eBay, but I had it from there. And again in the garden, and that little tag, which so cute, and I've Mod Podged on top as well, so that's where the shine is coming. So this side then is a little pocket, and at the back we've got bluebell, and there's like a little saying about bluebells, and I had to put this in the book because every spring outside our living room window grows a whole bunch of bluebells, and we're the only people in the street that it happens to. And I just, like I said, I had to put a little bit of me in this book. And so that's why, Debbie, there's bluebells in there, because we have, like, I need to take a photo because it'll be spring soon, but we have the entire floor covered in these gorgeous bluebells. So I bought these, they came in a pack of 3 or 4, and I didn't do this is just the envelope. I have done nothing to this at all, so Debbie could use it as an envelope, or she could tear it apart, and it's one of them string clasps. And then inside is a bunch of die cuts. That die cut there, I don't know whether I'm able to take it out, again was punched with the tissue paper that Debbie sent over. This is Jemima Puddle Duck, and I thought Debbie could use it if she wanted to in her crafting. So there's a bunch of die cuts in there anyway. Oh gosh, it's me. And I love these kind of envelopes. So that goes just like so. Okay, then it flicks over and we are on to this page. So this paper is actually miniature Breatrix Potter wallpaper. You can buy it off eBay, and it comes, there's 2 sort of sizes, so you can either have it portrait, so the pan going down, or landscape where it's going across, and you can either buy it in a 1/12 scale, which is like a normal miniature scale, or 1/24, which is like really tiny. Now this is printed in 1/12, and so I've put some of that in there because I had that in my stash, and I just thought it being Beatrix Potter themed, I needed to put in there. So these are the tags that are in that one. Again, the postcard looking ones are off Etsy. These I've just punched from that gorgeous tissue paper that Debbie sent over, and then Pinterest off that one. And then on the top, okay, on the top what I've done is I've put 2 leaf charms there, just thought that when completely in theme and in tune with the book. And I've put some twine string. So Debbie, you can cut it off if you wish so, and if you wanted to use the charms you can cut it off, but I've left the string there. The string's actually glued behind the belly band, but like I say, you can cut the string off and then that would give you the 2 charms. On this side then, I machined, so sorry, all the sides. I actually machine sewed 2 pages together to give me a pocket. So on this side I've done a butterfly punch, and on this side what I've done in that little pocket is I've put some more tags. So again, we've just got some tags I've printed off Pinterest, and they just slot into place like that. Now I have tried to sort of make sure that one's facing one way and one's facing the other, and I've got that little tab as well at the bottom, and that's some of that green gorgeous ribbon, silk ribbon that I've been using. So on this page it's a flip up and I've machine sewed all that. Again, left it plain for Debbie to write on, but I have inked around the edges. And then this one, no, this isn't a belly band, it's just there for purely decoration purposes, because I wanted it to be something to look pretty look at. So on this page, you see, I don't know whether you can be able to see this, but I'll read it to you anyway. So I've handwritten this. Now it's done on greaseproof paper, which is sort of like I don't know whether everybody knows what greaseproof paper is, but it's something what it's paper that you line your tin with when you're baking. So I went on to Pinterest again and I printed out some seed packets, and as you see through the book you'll see one of those seed packets. Look at the ink. And I've just went over it with a pink pen and copied the writing, and it says, Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not come. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. And then I flipped it over and I've put a picture of the woodland theme, and I've actually die cutted a shape into this paper. Okay, so there's that. On this side, what I did was, this is actually oh god, a page out of an old book from the charity shop, and I covered it completely in tissue paper. So that gives me, if you have a look, that just sort of gives me that like little crinkly feel on the die cut. Like I say, it's full of texture, full of things to feel and things to do, and it flips up and all sorts. So on this side, we're in the middle of the signature one. There's 2 signatures in this book. Again, I've left all like the twine and the ribbon dangling because I love texture, and I just hope Debbie loves it as much as me. This one flips out, so it flips out like that, flips out like that. I've left it plain, but I have done a little bit of stamping, so they are supposed to be leaves, I believe. And then this one is really faint, but it's a picture of a nest, and I've done it in like a faint green. So again, left it blank for Debbie to write in. So if I turn the page, you will see one of the seed packets. Like I say, all I did Pinterest and just cut around it and left me with the front of the seed packet, and then inside that are some tags. So I've got a circle tag, I have one of these tags. This was bought off Etsy, and then this one was also bought off Etsy. So they're bought off Etsy, they are. Oops. Okay, so on this page we've got I've used some graphic 45 paper, and it says at the bottom every detail of their journey. And again, I've used like little I've made like little tabs on the pages, and again a butterfly punch because I love butterflies. And then in this pocket we have Etsy. These were just printed off Etsy, and then that one I believe came off Pinterest. So I'm just going to flip up and I'm going to put them, oops, wait a sec. There's that one, and then I'm going to put that one in there, so hopefully she'll see that there's the pocket both sides. So this one is it is a little tuck spot. There's a little, you can put something in there, Debbie, I'm going the wrong way, but you can put something in there, and the green, it's not behind the green, it's just behind that paper. I haven't put anything in there because, like I said, I thought you'd like to add it, make the book your own, but I have added this cute little bunny on top. It's a cute little bunny charm, so I've added him. So on this page I've actually sketched, I love drawing. I think drawing, as I was saying to the group tonight, drawing is my #1 passion. I absolutely love drawing. It is always going to be my #1 passion, and I wanted to incorporate some of my sketches of rabbits and stuff like that on some great grease paper into this book. And this was my writing. I didn't write it straight, but never mind. And it says, I shall tell you a story about the little rabbit, and I've just put Breatrix Potter because I believe that's something that she said in one of her books or biography. I can't remember now, but like I said, I've sketched all that and put it on there, and I didn't copy that from anything. I freehanded that, but I wanted it to match with the writing, you see. But I haven't copied nothing. I literally just sketched it. So on this page it is a doily tuck, and I've put some of these tags. I love this one. It's the Fox and Jemima Puddle Duck. Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Absolutely love Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. And then it says on this one, it says, even the smallest of backyards can house a lot of wildlife. Ivy against the wall shelters nesting birds. A pile of rotten logs is just the place for toads to lurk, and bat boxes and birds. Nesting boxes made up for the lack of large old trees. Obviously, a bird bath and a bird table would fit in the tiniest of spaces. So I thought that was cute, and I needed to put it in the book. I just hope you really like this book, Debbie. Right, okay, onto this little page. It says a sweet story at the bottom, and on this one I put some twine, and then I've used, I don't even know whether I've got some name here. I don't think I have, but it's quite a wide trim. That's, oh, let me see, I have got it near me. There, that's how wide the trim is, and I literally have just cut a section off. So I tried to incorporate like different textures, different laces, that kind of thing. On this little one, I didn't put anything at the bottom. I've put like a little tab, and I've used a felt doily that had got given to me in one of my special racks, random act of kindness packages, and I've used it in here. And again, because Debbie's across the pond and I'm a Welsh lady, I decided to put Welsh poppy and what its meaning is, and the kind of thing where you might merely find them. So I've put that in, and like I say, a little bit of me went into this book. So a tag, some twine I've put on the ends as well, and these are Tilda oh god, Tilda roses. I bought them in Hobbycraft just after Christmas, so I've put some in there. So flick that over. Then you've got sort of similar side this side, but this side's got a robin on, and on this edge I've put some more Tilda tags in, and I've put a, let's get them out, I've put one of them in, and I've put a tiny tag in because I just thought that was so cute. I had to put him in. So that's what's in there. I've used my die cut to go around it because I've got tattered lace ivy die cut, and again a little Beatrix Potter tab. On this page is coffee coffee dyed, Beatrix Potter tabs in each corner, and there is a text spot here, but I haven't put anything in it. So Debbie, you have got a pocket here. I haven't put anything in there. Like I say, I left some of the text spots empty, but I'm hoping with you watching this, you'll know where they are. So on this page, we're into the second signature now. So we finished the first signature. That's how full the first signature is. Second signature. So what I've done is Breatrix Potter miniature wallpaper. I've used a doily in half and inked the edges as my little text spot. Used the Beatrix Potter image and some ivy die cut along the side. And then I've put in these images. And they're all different tags. None of them are the same. The flowers may be similar, but the actual tags themselves are different. And then on this side, I have, first of all, I have a little peg that's just clipped on here. And I have clipped some ivy die cuts there. Because I thought Debbie might want to use them in her projects. But on this side, I have paper clips. So I wanted to give, I didn't know what to do really on this page. I didn't know whether to stamp, whether to put Beatrix Potter image. I really didn't know what to do. And I just thought, if I put some die cuts of like a garden or woodland, then Debbie could use them in her project. So that's what I've done there. So she can take them out and then she's got a blank page then to write on. But on the side of this, as you can see, there's a butterfly punch. And in these butterfly punches, I have put some die cuts. So there's tilde die cuts again. There's one of these tags. And then there's another tilde die cut. And they're all tucked just safely inside there. So in this one, it kept coming out. And I'm not going to take it out, you'll just have to take my word for it. I've put six or eight of these. And I've put some tacky tape. And if Debbie's really careful, she won't rip this is paper at the end of the day. You won't rip it. And like I said, they're in there. It's just because they kept falling out. And I was like, I don't want them to keep falling out. So I used my stamp with some vintage photo Tim Holtz ink and I stamped it on this on the paper bag. And then on the bottom I put make this journey of your own. Now when I was sticking the second signature in, I completely forgot to measure up the signature with the holes I'd already done on the cover. So the bag in this signature is wonky because it's not straight, and I didn't realise until I had actually sewn it all in. But this is my first book I've ever done, you know, that's the only thing that's wonky. I was thinking, all right, I'll just leave it in there. I've left it in there. So on this one, very similar again with the doily tuck. And on this one it says, everyone loves hedgehogs, but they need much more than the occasional saucer of bread and milk if they are to survive. They eat slugs aglow each summer and can suffer from a build-up of poison in the modern gardens. They also need a safe, undisturbed pile of dead leaves for habitation. Now we had a hedgehog came into our garden and it came up right up to the back door for about a week, I think. And because we had long grass, and the minute we cut our grass, we didn't see it. We haven't seen it since, but I've got a picture of it coming right up close to the back door. And if I can find that picture, I'll see if I can find it. And if I can, I'll add it to the end of this video because I want you to see it. Really can't. We didn't know. It looked healthy enough. I mean, we didn't pick it up or anything like that. We were told to give it some cat food or dog food, not biscuits, wet food obviously. And some water, and that's what we did. But to look at it, you would think it was healthy, but like I say, it came up right to the back door. But I need to find a picture to show you because we've got it right up to the back door, and it's like, oh wow, you just don't see them. At least I've never seen one till it came up to the back door. So I've put some more tags in. and I made one of those tabs. I love these little tabs. So on this one I left blank. I didn't know what to put on there. Like I say, I want Debbie sort of to use the book, and I've put another little tab. Now this robin sits on top of the spade in Mr. McGregor's garden. Mr. McGregor is the guy who Peter Rabbit runs from, and the robin sits on top of his spade. So if you're wondering who that is who he is. So on this one I've used some die cuts and Mrs. Bunny. On this side then I bought, and I found them tonight, these. I bought them for the works, and they come in like all different shapes and sizes, as you can probably see. And I thought to put in a pot. So that's what I've done there. And then this paper is actually strawberry paper. So if I unclip, oh God, let me unclip that and I'll show you what I mean. So that's the strawberry paper, and I just thought it fitted in well. So Debbie, you've got loads there to write with, and these are the tags that I've just unclipped from the book. So again, tilde, tilde and tilde tags, and they were clipped just on like so. No, I don't think that paper clips. Oh, it will. I'll go back on. So again, inked around the edges and left blank. This page, however, I took to the sewing machine and I sewed around the edges, and then I took my wooden block who's got like old-fashioned writing, and I used Tim Holtz vintage photo ink, and I stamped on that and used a Beatrix Potter image, and it just flips out. And I didn't do any punches inside that because I thought, again, Debbie could add to it as being a junk journal. So on this side you can sort of see where my bag's coming in. On this side we've got the little tab, and I've used some of that long trim, the thick trim, and I've just cut a slice off. On this side and in these tags we have, so it says here, every time I walk through my garden I discover another little creature I have never seen before. And I sort of cut it in snippets, as you can see. There's like little snippets, and I cut that especially from a book, and I just cut it to make a sentence up. So these came from Avril. Avril sent me a bunch of these to make little flags with, but since it had wellies on and seed packets, plant pots and stuff, I just thought it fitted in well with the theme. So again, some Breatrix Potter tags. That's what I put in there. And then on this one is another little tuck spot I didn't do nothing with. So there's your tuck spot, Debbie. And then I've used Breatrix Potter miniature wallpaper, a sari silk ribbon. This is glued down on a paper bag that I tea stained. And then on the top, reminded me of this tiny little charm. So that's what I've done there. So on this side I've glued one of these banners there, and again it opens up, there's nothing inside it, but I thought Debbie could add to it if she wanted. Now on this page, so cute, I'll tell you about them in a second. Sari silk, image of Beatrix Potter. All the images like this you see are all Mod Podged on top to protect them, and then I've put a little butterfly charm. Right, these. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, these are come from my circuit, and they're so adorable. All they are, they're little pockets, and I just found them to be so adorable, especially that little small one. So I've put them in, Debbie, for you to play about with them and see what you come up with. Things are coming out. Wait a sec. Oh, where's that come out of now? Oh, there. Right, oh, nearly to the end. That way. Right, okay. So wherever you see a butterfly punch, there's a pocket. So there's a pocket. I've put that one in. I have put, oh god, that one in, tilde. And then there's one more. That's gonna, oh, Oh, have I put another one? Yeah, I've put another one in. Right, so I've got a tag, polka dot tag, and one of these tags as well. So that's what's in that pocket. And the image here, there is no tuck spot, it's just basically stuck down. But I did leave room each side for Debbie to either add notes or pin like I've done, or even write on there. So that's the gaps I left. Now on the back page, we're on the back page. Breatrix Potter wallpaper. These came from Avril. And then I made this adorable tag. And I just thought that finished Beatrix Potter journal off completely. So that, Debbie, is my entry to your challenge. I really do hope you really like and enjoy working with your journal. I made you a journal. I could have made you anything in the world. I made you a journal because I like writing my ideas, what I'm making, what I'm doing for challenges. I like writing it all down, and I just thought you might like to write it down too. So like I say, that is my journal to my Beatrix Potter challenge. Please leave a comment below. This is my first junk journal I've ever done. As you can see, it's quite thick. I like to say it's on and off. It's taken me about 2 weeks to do this. I've enjoyed every minute, and I cannot wait for Debbie to receive it in her hands, because I know she's going to do a video response, and I cannot wait for her to receive her in her hands and feel what the textures and the different things I've put in there. I've loved every second. Thank you so much for inviting me to join your challenge, Debbie. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege, and I will leave Debbie's challenge below, and if you stay tuned, I will post the pictures of our little hedgehog that we had come and visit us last winter and the end of this video. And with that thought, I'm going to love and leave you all, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye for now.